We live in a world of communications chaos. Hundreds of television channels, satellite radio, smartphones, emails, websites, Facebook, YouTube, FaceTime, Zoom calls, Twitter, Instagram, blog posts, newsletters, webinars, they're all screaming for our immediate attention. But how do we know which communication tool is right to use to get results?
Some organizations think that communications is, let's do a press release, but there's so much more.
That is why there's a significant difference between communications and strategic communications. And strategic communication is a major part of the Patterson Foundation's DNA.
Rather than working in isolation, the Patterson Foundation always works with others, whether it's other people, whether it's other businesses, whether it's other foundations, whether it's other nonprofits, government, or the media. And can you imagine the mixed communication signals with that many of an ecosystem?
Without having that focused to detail and attention, it's just ineffective. So by engaging Magnified Good, to be the keeper of the brand, to keep the keeper of the language, it has really systematized and strategically positioned all of our outreach efforts from a communications perspective.
TPF is much different in their approach to communications than any other client that we've had since we've been in business. And by that I mean it's the will of the organization and the desire and goal of the organization to bake communications into everything they do.
And that sense that communications can make a difference created this concept of magnifying communications for good.
We know that when we have aligned messaging, when we have talking points that are clear and concise, and when we share them with our partners, we amplify the good that we're all doing together.
On each initiative that TPF endeavors, there's a framework that is shared with every single partner, every single person working on that initiative. And that framework is critical to the success of the endeavor.
It's how you use your website. How are you using social media? How are we optimizing blogs? How are we optimizing videos? When we have threads, we can build such an incredible tapestry.
One of the ways that the Patterson Foundation's strategic communications alignment can be seen impacting the community is during the Patterson Foundation's nonprofit thrivability initiatives. Organizations have actually gotten a chance to see the way that the Patterson Foundation lives out strategic communications and apply them to their own organizations.
One of our initiatives, the Suncoast campaign for grade level reading, we use a high-tech, high-touch approach to our strategic communications. We use all of the platforms and communication tools that helps us to reach a widespread audience. And equally as important, we are connecting with people. Like you can see right now at one of our pop-up Neighbor Through Laundry events, we're listening deeply to the people that we're most trying to reach and connecting with our stakeholders. That emphasis on connecting and caring and deeply listening helps us to be more effective in everything we do.
We as the Patterson Foundation need to know what's working and what's not working as we're engaging with our constituents. Whether it's tracking our social media impressions, our website visits, or who clicks through on our newsletters, we're able to use metrics and compare year-on-year basis in order to ensure that our communication strategy is effective in reaching the targeted audience.
And the Patterson Foundation wants to make sure that those messages are carefully thought through so that we strategically share for all people in ways that foster wide participation to strengthen individuals, organizations, and communities. It's all about thoughtful, conscientious, strategic communications.